Good evening to all the participants. Welcome to day 5 of the Faculty Development Program on AI and Cybersecurity in the Digital Area. It's my great pleasure to introduce today's resource person, Dr. G.N. Vivekananda sir, with us today. Sir is working as an associate professor in the School of Computer Science and Engineering at Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore, India. He has strong academic and research expertise in AI, network and security, IoT, and blockchain technologies with reputed Scopus and Web of Science publications in these areas. He will be delivering a session on agentic AI. His session will explore the role of agentic AI in creating intelligent systems and its impact on various industries. We are honored to have you, sir, as a distinguished speaker on day 5 of our FDP. This session on agentic AI promises insightful representatives at the intersection of intelligent systems and secure computing. I now hand over the session to you, sir. Over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, MC sir. Thank you very much for your
Please,
group
well, pleasure
profile.
is mine, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yes, first of all, let me thank Madras University and the conveners, the head of the departments, uh, for initiating such a good program, which has different thrust areas involved in it and deep tech. And I'm happy to deliver the session on agentic AI in the session. Please give me a minute. Let me share my screen. Sir, may I know whether you have given permitted me? Yeah, you have made me a speaker, right? Okay, thank you, sir. Can anybody please confirm whether my screen is visible?
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes. Once again, thank you for the opportunity. Very good evening, dear faculty colleagues. Thank you for joining this session as a part of the 6-day faculty development program on AI and cybersecurity in the digital era. As sir introduced, my name is Dr. Vivekananda, Associate Professor working at Way Develop. Today we will explore a rapidly emerging paradigm in the artificial intelligence, that is agentic AI. Most probably, the first 1 hour of the session, I'll be explaining and I'll be showing you what is agentic AI and what is the need for this LLMs, prompt AI, and agentic AI. And last half an hour, I'll be looking into the proof of concept. Okay, that is a live demo of how to implement these agents. All of these things we'll be looking into last half an hour. Okay, definitely it will be a very valuable session for you. If you are a researcher and if you're a faculty, you can do many wonders using these things. And unlike traditional AI models that simply generate the responses, the AI systems can reason, they can plan, and they can perform the actions autonomously to achieve the goals. And yeah, this session will introduce the foundations of agentic AI. Also, you can understand different core technologies behind it and demonstrate. Also, by the demonstration, we can build simple agents. I don't say directly you can build bigger ones just in a 1.5 hour session. Definitely, you can explore different things later. You can just consider this session as a foundation for the agentic AI and using how modern tools we can explore and all these things. Okay. Yeah. Let's begin with a quick overview of what we will cover in this session. Yeah, you can see here the roadmap for the today's session. At the center is the core concept of agentic AI, the training that you are handling today, which is capable of handling different autonomous reasoning and task executions. Around it, we have several foundation components like agentic AI foundations, by which we will understand the concept and the motivation, and LLMs, by which you can know the reasoning engines behind many AI agents, and the retrieval augment generation (RAGs) that enables the AI to access the external knowledge, prompt engineering, that is the structuring instructions effectively for the AI systems, and agent frameworks like LangChain, which helps you in the orchestration frameworks that connects the models, tools, and the memory, and the agent reasoning using a React loop. It will tell how the agents think and act iteratively, and agent ecosystem and tools. It will introduce a few frameworks such as Crew AI, AutoGen, Flowwise, all these things. And I can ensure by the end of the system, everybody of you, every one of you can build your own AI agent. That is my responsibility. Okay, that is, you can see the practical implementation of AI agent by the end of the session. And you can see a few real world applications where you can use like you can use this in the automation of inventory agents and content generators. That means we are a faculty, we are the faculty, right? We'll be having some quizzes now and then. Upload your document, you can generate the quiz from the document also, and regularly we'll be posting some messages in the LinkedIn. Although we don't know the particular terminology, we'll be making use of GPTs to use this. Such real world applications also we can make use of it. Okay, yeah, we will definitely see one or two applications here also. Let me start with the foundations. What is what? That is the evolution. Before discussing the agentic AI, it is very, very important to understand the hierarchy of the AI technologies. That is the base. At the base, you can see it is an AI, artificial intelligence, which refers to the broader field of creating the intelligent machines capable of performing the tasks that are normally requiring the human intelligence. Above that is machine learning, a subset of AI that enables the systems to learn the patterns from data rather than being explicitly programmed. Next comes natural language processing that allows the machines to understand and interact with the human language. Then we can see this Gen AI, which can create new content such as text, images, audio, video. Finally, at the top, we see agentic AI. That is, agentic AI here represents a new paradigm where the systems do not simply generate the responses, but it can autonomously plan, reason, and execute the tasks to achieve a goal. Right. Now the question is, what exactly makes the AI system agentic? How the system becomes agentic? Yeah, let me start with this part. Agentic AI. Agentic AI. You can see the definition here, which refers to AI systems that can autonomously reason, make the decisions, and perform the actions to achieve the specific goals. Okay. Unlike the traditional AI models that wait for instructions, the agentic systems can analyze a task, it can plan the steps and execute them independently. Okay. These systems often interact dynamically with their environment or with the other agents. You can see here the ultimate goal. What is the main goal of agentic AI? It is to develop the systems that can plan, that helps you in reasoning, and helps you in executing the tasks with minimal human intervention. You can see a few examples like autonomous vehicles that are navigating the roads, the trading agents executing the financial strategies on your behalf. Let me say, you want to buy a stock, okay, but you will be busy in the meeting or you will be busy in some other work. You may forget, but the agent on your behalf will not forget it. It will buy the stock on the next day when the market opens immediately. Similarly, gaming agents developing some complex strategies, personal assistants that are managing the schedules, robotic agents performing the tasks in the warehouses or healthcare, whatnot. Many number of applications we have for the agentic AI. And to understand how these agentic systems work, we must first look at the core engine behind them. That is large language models. Large language models. Directly we can't shift to the agentic AI. How these agentic AIs are developed? The answer is large language models. Yeah. Now, what is this large language model? How it helps the agentic AI? If you look into this part, the large language models, or in simple, we call them as LLMs. These are a key component of modern AI systems, modern AI agents, because these models are trained on massive data sets which are containing the text from the books, the websites, the research papers, and different sources, multiple sources. And they make use of the transformer architecture transformer architectures, which allows them to understand the relationships between the words in a sequence. And what is the result? The result is a model capable of understanding some context, generating some human like test, or answering the questions, or it may be anything, summarizing the information like your chat GPT does, or your perplexity Gemini does, translating the languages. However, the LLMs alone have the limitations, okay, because they may generate the outdated or some incorrect information. That is what we call it as a hallucinated information. That is why most of the GPTs, if you see, there will be a disclaimer below the GPT. All the information generated by the GPT is not accurate, right? They lack a real-time access to the external knowledge. This is where the retrieval augmented generation comes in, RAGs. Now let us now see how these RAGs help to overcome these limitations of LLMs. Now, what is a RAG? It is retrieval augmented generation. It is one of the technique that improves the quality and accuracy of the responses generated by the LLMs. Right. Instead of relying solely on the model's training data, the RAG allows the systems to retrieve the relevant information from the external sources also, from the external sources. That is why the process typically involves mainly four steps. You can see here, the user submit a query. That is, the system retrieves the relevant information from the external data sources. The retrieved information is combined with the LLM, and the LLM generates a response using both its knowledge and the retrieved context. This approach ensures that the responses are more accurate, they are more contextual and up to date also. Right. And now that we understand how models generate the responses, What is our next challenge? We have to look into how we communicate effectively with them. How can we communicate effectively with the models? Right. You want to get an answer in the GPT. What you will do? What you will do? You'll give some query in a form of a prompt. Right. It is one of the big subject now. Prompt engineering. That is where next we are leading to. Prompt engineering. Because prompt engineering, if you see here, it refers to an art actually, and the science of designing the prompts to guide AI models for the better outputs. For the better outputs. And the quality of AI response depends heavily on how the prompt is structured. There are some common types of prompts like instructional prompts, which provide the clear instructions to the AI. For suppose example, let me say like um, summarize. Okay, you will be uploading a research paper in the GPT and you'll be asking, summarize the following research paper in 3 bullet points or in some main points in the research paper, right? This is what we call as the instructional prompt. And what is a role-based prompt? It will assign some role to the model. It will assign a role to a model. For example, you yourself act as some cyber security expert and explain the phishing attacks. That is, you are expecting the answer in the context if it is a cyber security expert. This is how the prompt engineering improves the response accuracy. Right. It will increase the clarity and usefulness. Let me say, you don't want to install anything. Now you will give a prompt. Assume I am some 10-year-old. Okay, I am interested in so and so. Give me in detail steps of doing so and so. Now it will generate in detail steps. But remember, the prompts themselves must follow a structure to work very effectively. Prompts also should need a structure to get effective results. That is where we are going to look into the next part. What is a prompt structure? Prompt structure. Because effective prompts usually contain these four components. The context, which explains with the background information about the problem. The instruction, that which is a clear statement of the task. Let me say, if you think it generates some wrong thing, you can give an example like this, generate like this. That is sample output that guides the model. Constraints, the limitations or any conditions for the response. Okay, the structuring prompts in this way helps the AI models to understand what is required, how the response should be formatted, and what constraints must be followed. Even with the well-designed prompts, the way we phrase them also matters. And you may get a doubt here. Is there any syntax for such prompt? I am giving you small example again here. You can see a prompt syntax which focuses on how prompts should be written for the optimal results. Mainly, you have to concentrate on these three things: clarity, that is, the prompt must clearly state the task; specificity, like specific instructions, which helps the model to generate some accurate responses; the tone, the tone. Here, the tone of the prompt influences the style of response. Let me say, um, okay, uh, I wish to take IFDP or some workshop. Okay, I wish to conduct a workshop. Okay, I need some preparation before that, definitely. And what are the different things I consider before I go to workshop? Like I'll be asking what type of workshop it is, whether it is a introductory workshop or it's an advanced workshop or it's some mediator workshop, or and what is the time? What is the time for the workshop? How many hours it will long? 2 hours, 3 hours, or half a day, or a 1 day, or it's a 5 day program. Or and next thing, who are my target audience? Whether they are the students, whether they are the faculty or research scholars, or a combination of all these things. Then I have to uh, I have to change my, based on these things, my tone will stay change actually. Right. If I'm delivering to the students, it will be in different format. If I'm delivering to the faculty, it will be in some other format. Right. The tone, the presentation differs. The presentation differs. That is what we here call it as a tone. For example, instead of saying explain AI, I think so. We will be writing the question papers, right? We'll be creating our question papers. We'll be generate. We will be preparing our question papers for some mid exams and final exams, right? In such cases, can you give all questions as explain, 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 or what is, or write about, or describe, determine, illustrate? Can you write all the questions in a single verb using the single question verb? Can all the 10 questions use a single question verb explain? No. Why? Why? When you are preparing the question paper, I think so you could have got a few guidelines. It may change from university to university. Again, the guidelines may be like 50% of the questions should be answerable by everyone, irrespective of their knowledge. Right, that is average questions. It should be very average. And 25% questions can be very easy. And 25% questions can be a little complex. Right. Rather than saying explain AI, what I can say, explain the artificial intelligence in simple terms suitable for some undergraduate student in 150 words, or explain the use of the artificial intelligence for the education scenario or industrial scenario. I will make it as some sort of hot question, higher order thinking question. Right. Now that we understand the prompts and models, let us look at the frameworks that helps to build the AI applications. Okay. Yeah, you can see here. Yes. These are the few frameworks. I'm starting with LangChain. LangChain. Okay, remember it is not an LLM itself, it is an orchestrator. That is, LangChain is one of the most widely used frameworks for building LLM powered applications. Okay, it is not language model itself. Orchestration layer that connects the different components. And LangChain helps the developers to integrate the LLMs, to manage the prompts. Do not worry, I will show all these things in the last half an hour once this explanation is completed. Okay, this theoretical knowledge is also very, very important when you want to know the proof of concept. That is why please try to understand these things and let me know if I have any queries also in between, please. Right? And yeah, where this LangChain helps the developers, it helps in integrating the LLMs, connecting the external tools, building some workflows. Also, it allows the developers to combine multiple AI capabilities into a single system. Into a single system. Let us look into the architecture to understand how the LangChain works. Okay, let me show you the architecture. You can easily understand. Yeah, this is a LangChain architecture. You can see. Which includes several component models. Yeah, let me start with this one. The core intelligence layer, typically it's an LLM, right? And you can see prompts. Prompts here acts as the instructions that guide the model. Chains. I have started the model. What is a model? It is a core intelligence layer, which is an LLM, and prompt, which prompt is the instructions that are given by the user to guide the model. And what is a chain? It's a sequence of operations that are connecting different steps. We call that as a chain. Memory, which can store the previous interactions, like your previous chats, to maintain the context. Okay. Now let me say you are using ChatGPT to write a letter. Okay. If you have written such letters earlier, it will remember your university that you are working. It will remember your school. It will remember your name. Everything it will remember. You no need to say again. That is the memory, which stores the previous interactions to maintain the context, and indexes, which allows the access to the external knowledge sources and agents. Here, the agents, if you see the decision making component that determines what actions to perform. Okay, together these components enable the creation of the complex AI applications and intelligence agents. And the most powerful part of the Lang chain is the concept of agents. It is a very, very, very important and very powerful to know the agents concept. Okay, and now let me start with this part. Again, agents. Who is an agent? Yeah, in the AI systems, if you see here, agent, it's one of the entity that can perceive its environment and it can take the actions to achieve the goals. Right. And AI agents typically have access to different tools such as APIs, databases, calculators, whatnot. Okay, the LLM acts here as a reasoning engine, deciding which tool to use and when. And the agent receives a high level goal, breaking it to steps and executing them. This is what transforms the AI from a passive system into an active decision making system. But the ecosystem of the agent development tools is rapidly expanding. That is what we have to remember. Ecosystem is expanding. Okay, now let me show a small example based on this prompt engineering of how to make use of it. Yeah, dear professors, I think so. You can see my collab environment.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm just installing the Google GenAI package because I wish to, yeah, use this GenAI packages further. Now see here, sorry, yes, I am importing my Gemini key. You can also create a Gemini key. Just click here, the key symbol. Okay, if you want to create a new one, after the session, I will just ensure that I will delete it. Okay, just for the session purpose, I'm showing you. You can just click here, manage the key, and you can see Google AI Studio opens. Everybody, it's open access. Okay, you can create your own key here. You can create your own key here, and you can copy the key. You can copy the key, and you can paste the key here. You can paste the key. The same key I am using here for the understanding purpose. Now see here, I'm importing a few packages. I'm importing a few packages and types. Here I have imported a key. The API I am importing because I am trying to make use of the Gemini GPT here. There is a Gemini GPT model that I am using here. What is the Gemini GPT model I am using? 2.5 flash light, very lighter version I am using. And yes, if you have some access for the Gemini premium versions, yes, happily you can use that for the better results also. Okay, and I'm setting the configuration for the generation of my content. Now see here, what is the GPT prompt I'm giving? A simple prompt I'm giving here. Write an essay about rains. Right, I'm making use of the configuration setting, and you can see the symphony of the sky. The world holds its breath, as the anticipation hangs in the air, the sky. You can just modify the prompt if needed. Let the let the essay sounds like let the okay about oh yeah, about rhymes, uh, having the terms, having the terms, having the rhythmic terms. in it, like rain, rain, vein, gain, etc. Now, the sky, the canvas starts to drain as a silver whispers of the rain, gentle rhythm to the stain. Right. What I'm just, you can see this, the different results. Every time I run this prompt, you get different results in the GPT. Right. Here I'm using, yeah, Gemini. Similarly, you can integrate. If you have this Chat GPT API, if you have a Chat GPT API or Chat GPT credits, you can use this any other generative model also. Okay, you can use the OpenAI generative models also. If you are using some premium versions. Okay, every time I generate this, the result will be changing. You can observe. Sky begins to whisper soft, slow rain, and it is creating. It is writing from the scratch. It is writing from the scratch. It is not retrieving the content from anywhere. Right. Okay. It can try. It may try to retrieve the contents. Uh, if you give, let me say, write a poem about rain, if any, written by Shakespeare. Okay, some spelling. Let me say Shakespeare. Although I don't know whether Shakespeare has written or not, but it is given in the style, Shakespeare style. And heaven dot weep, skies their head, silver torrents from the clouds are fled. Right, you can see this is the style that of Shakespeare. Okay, this is all regarding the prompt engineering. It's regarding the prompt engineering. Now let's come back again. Yeah, yeah, you can see here. Now, what are the other tools that you can make use of here? Other tools like several frameworks supports the agent development, like LangChain, one of the earliest and most popular frameworks. Autogen, which is developed by Microsoft for multi-agent collaboration. Crew AI, which focuses on rule-based multi-agent systems. The Haystack, which is designed for building retrieval-based systems. Flow-wise, many are there. These are not limited again, which provides the visual interfaces for building the AI workflows. That is Flow-wise AI. It is also very beautiful. Llama, you can see a Llama index, which helps to integrate the structured and unstructured data, because these tools allows the developers to build the agents with different complexity levels and automation. So why do we need the agents in the first place? Why? Why? Why agents are needed? That is what we have to know now. Why agents should be in first place? Until recently, most of the AI applications, they were built using static pipelines. Static pipelines. For examples, you can see the LLM chains for the translation, different types of translations, the sequential workflows for the summarization, the chatbot systems, which has some memory. Okay, these systems follow some predefined paths, but modern applications also require more dynamic behavior. More dynamic behavior. For example, AI system that may need to access the real-time information or perform the calculation, that can interact with external systems or APIs, and many traditional pipelines which cannot adapt easily to these situations. That is why we need AI agents. And these agents can decide what step to perform. They choose the appropriate tool. They adapt based on the results. If I want to tell it in short, traditional AI, it is like some generating the text, right, and generating the images. But whereas agentic AI takes the actions to solve the problems, to solve these problems. Now let us try to understand what exactly an agentic AI is. Look into it. If you observe this part, you can see an agent, AI agent, it's a system that uses the LLM as a reasoning engine. Right. Instead of following a fixed sequence of steps, the agent decides what to do next. This agent typically has tools like APIs, search engines, the calculators, the memory for storing the previous interactions, the decision logic, choosing the next action. Right. The agents operate in a loop until a goal is achieved. Until a goal is achieved. That is why the loop typically, you can see here, the loop typically includes like thinking. Thinking here in the sense, analyzing the problem. Act, act, that is action, perform an action. Observe, tells evaluation of the result. Repeat, repeat, that is continuously repeat it until the goal is achieved. Okay, this loop, it forms the basis of the agent reasoning systems. This reasoning process, it is formally described using something called as react loop. We called it as a react loop. You can see here, yeah, react loop. Here, react stands for reason along with action. Reason along with action. Okay, this particular framework, it allows AI agents to alternate between the thinking and acting. Thinking and acting. You can see an example in this slide. The user asks, who wrote Sapiens and when was he born? And you can see the agent answer. The agent performs the following reasoning steps. First, like thought process. I need to identify the author first. Step two, action. What action it is performing? Search some internet, Wikipedia for the Sapiens. And step three, observation. That is result. Yuval Noah Harari wrote this particular book. Thought, again, think. I now need the author's birth year. Like again, perform the action. Thought, action, observation. Thought, action, observation. Action. Again, search in the internet, Wikipedia, or some sites. What is it? Observe. Yuval Noah Harari was born in 1976. Finally, the agent will combine all these things and produces an answer. All these things will happen in seconds, minute of seconds. This cycle continues until the problem is solved. This is what enables the AI systems to solve step by step. Right? And now to build such systems, we need several components working together. Let us see how can we build such systems and what are the components required. We are very near to the proof of concept. Yeah, building blocks of an agent. An AI agent are typically they can contain these four components. Core LLM, which is a central intelligence responsible for reasoning, like Open GPT models or Google Gemini or Claude, right? And tools, which gives you the external capabilities that extend the agent's abilities, like APIs, search engines, calculators, databases, these things, and memory, which stores the information about previous interactions, like short-term memory. Earlier, it was very short. Memory was very short. for the earlier LLMs. Now, present LLMs has huge memory, that is long-term memories or episodic memory, and agent executor. Here, the system that is responsible for managing the reasoning loop. That is, here system in the sense the frameworks like Lang chain agents, the Auto GPT, the Preview AI. Okay, together all these components enable the agents to perceive, to reason, and to act accordingly. Right. Now that I think so, you have got a little idea of what an agent is, what comprises such an agent. Let us explore how these multiple agents can collaborate. Yes, this is the need of the day actually. Multiple agents or collaboration. Let me say you are generating only video. Will it work out? No. Video along with an audio, along with some text, along with some automation schedule. You need all these things to be integrated in a single operation. And how it is done using this multi-agent systems. If you see this particular slide, it compares two major architectures here. One is a single agent system, other is multi-agent system. Look into the single agent system. This single agent performs the entire task. You can see the workflow here, the user to the LLM, to the tools, and to the response. And have many advantages like simple architecture and easy to implement. But the problem with the single agent is sequential processing can't be done and limited scalability. That is why the 2025 trend says to follow the multi-agent system, which has multiple specialized agents that collaborate, like research agent, planning agent, execution agent. Right. A coordinator agent manages the task distribution. It also has many advantages like it can process parallelly. It helps you in specialization of the different tasks and it helps you in improving the scalability, whatnot. Right. This approach is becoming very popular in 2025 and it is continuing in 26 also as the AI systems keeps exploring the new things. We are using this in CrewAI, AutoGen, DevinAI. We are using this multi-agents nowadays. Okay, now let us see how actually we build the agents interactively. That is development of the agents. You can see here. Developing the AI agents can be challenging because some key steps includes like building some usable agents, which design the agents that solve the real problems, connecting to the services like integrated APIs, databases, and external tools. We can visualize the agents. We have to use visual workflow tools again to simplify the development. And you can use you can build the interactive applications like you can deploy the agents which are inside the applications or automation pipelines. I mean, this approach helps the developers to build some complex AI systems without extensive coding. Very simple. It is very simple. I will show you. Okay. And several platforms nowadays are supporting these types of agent development. Like you can see a few. You can see a few. Although there are many tools available for building the agents, like NI10, which is an open source workflow automation platform. It can allow the integration of applications and APIs very easily. And Flowwise, okay, which is a visual tool for building the LLM workflows using drag and drop most probably drag and drop interfaces. And similarly, Zapier, one of the popular automation platform that are connecting thousands of services. On Node-RED, which is a very low-code environment for building event-driven applications. Pipedream, which helps you in integration platform for building the workflows with the APIs. Workato, you can see Workato, one of the enterprise platform, and every tool here provides different levels of automation and scalability, and also the integration capabilities. Okay, beyond building these applications, agentic AI is also driving the new research directions. New research directions, like you can see, agentic AI, it is shaping the future of AI research. Some emerging directions include algorithm efficiency, like developing some lightweight models that consume the less computational power, and different interdisciplinary researches are happening, combining AI with healthcare, social sciences, environmental research, and many niche applications, like applying the AI to solve some domain-specific problems in mathematics or sciences or chemistry, or in the agriculture or manufacturing, education, healthcare. Right. These AI agentic systems, definitely they are going to play a very key role in solving the real world challenges also. Now let us move into the practical demonstration part. And here I am using one of the two online application, NI10IO. I'm using this NI10IO. NI10 is a visual workflow automation platform. Excuse me. Yeah, it's an automation platform, allows the developers to build the agents or the workflows by connecting to the components. There are very straightforward steps. First of all, you have to look into the go to the N8N website that I have given you here, and you have to create an account. And yes, you can access the workflow editor directly. Okay, the platform allows you to visually connect to the tools, models, and APIs to build the intelligent automation pipelines. Okay, now, yeah, not only N8N, you can just look into these different platforms. You can use any of these things. Most probably, I try to use the open source platforms only for my uh, proof of concept or the demo purposes. Because yes, it is integrating more than some 10,000 models in it. One of the beautiful application N8N, or you can use Zapier or Node-RED, ActivePiece, anything. You can use anything. Okay, and yes, let me start here. Configure a chart model. You can use any open API credit model like ChatGPT, or you can use a Gemini. I'm using a simple memory concept here. Yeah, let me start directly. Try to here before testing it. Let me start directly. Yes, close. Let me close it. You can just go to n10.io. Participants, dear faculty, if you're interested, yes, you can go, you can do parallelly with me. You can just use sign in. Okay, I have the account already. My account name is Vivekananda. You can create a new account also, no problem. Sign in and it will ask for the sign up. Okay, you can sign up further. If I think so, I have account already. That is why I am logging in it directly. I'm logging in it directly. Sorry, of course. Am I muted? Right. Great. I think so. I'm not muted. Right. Yeah. What you can do here is this? Minimize it. You can just, I think so. If you are, yeah, you can see your dashboard like this. I can see a dashboard like this. If it is free, it will be valid for 14 days. Okay, all the workflows that you have created, it will be valid for 14 days. It will be valid for 14 days. You can create. Dear professors, is it visible? Are you doing with me? You can try. You can try with me. You can also develop one agent, right? Why don't you create your own agent? I'm giving 2 minutes time. You can just sign up. You can just sign up in ni10.io. The ones who knows these advantage, you will not leave this agentic eye. Okay, try to do it. We are going to do a few more important applications also. If you know this automation process, you can explore many. Okay, just go to ni10.io and yes, give some username. You can give your name, click sign in, and then you can sign up. It will ask for the username or some email ID, password. You please give the same data. Okay, yes, please do that. I'll wait. It's 6:56. I will be waiting up to 6:58, such that if you have any queries in doing, you have no need to install anything, right? You're having internet. The ones who are using the laptops or the desktops, I think so. You can open this N8N website and you can sign in. You can sign up if you don't have account. Go to ni10.io, give the username, click sign in. If you don't have the account, it will ask the credentials to fill, like what's the company business mail. No need to fill the business mail. You can just fill the Gmail only, your Gmail or Yahoo mail, any mail that you have, you can fill it up. You can fill your user name, first name, last name, username, password, all these things you can fill. Okay, it is one of the beautiful dashboard you can see. It supports different types of add-ons again. If you upgraded it, 14 days left. Yes.
Sir, 14 days free trial is coming, sir.
Yes, sir. 14 days free trial you will get, sir. You'll get 14 days free trial. Until 14 days, all your work will be available. Okay, if you do any good work, you can download the work and you can save the work also. Okay, you can save this work. I will show that also how to save the work. Shall we start, professors? I hope so. We have logged in, we have created, and we have logged in. I hope so. Right. Now, let us start with this. I hope so everybody are seeing this workflow dashboard. We can create, see here, we are seeing this plus sign. Let us create a personal. I'm not looking into any project now. I'm not creating a project. Let me create a very simple workflow. Very simple workflow. Now you can see, yeah, a dashboard, a workflow. A Canva is opening. There is a canvas. You can say a big Canva. Build with AI. If you don't know, you can build with AI. No need to build with AI. Okay, because let us start with a small, simple step. Let me add a first step. Okay. Now, when the workflow is triggered, we have to send a message. When the workflow is triggered, we have to send a message. Okay, this helps to explain different automation concepts. That's why let me start with a very small trigger actually here. I'm starting with a very small trigger called as manual trigger. On the right side, you will see a search box. Okay, take one trigger called manual trigger there. Start with manual trigger. Okay, this is a trigger. A trigger is an event that starts the automation. which starts the automation. That is why I'm starting with this manual trigger. Okay. For example, let me say you will be getting a message like email received, form submitted, file uploaded, time scheduled. Right. These are the different things that should be triggered. That is why I'm trying to add a manual trigger here. Just click the manual trigger. You got the manual trigger. You got the manual trigger here on your Canva. On your Canva, this is a Canva. On your Canva, you should see here a manual trigger. Just double click it. You will see what are the things inside it. Nothing. There is no need to configure any part of this trigger. Okay. Just close it. Now, again, yeah, click a plus sign here. Now let me set some data. I want to set some settings. Edit field. You can see here. Edit field. Edit field. Set. Are you getting this? Just click it. Click it. Now it is asking for some settings inside it. It is asking for some settings inside it. Professors, are you getting this? Are you doing this? Doing along with me? Yes. Are you doing with me? Please let me know. You can unmute and speak. I think so. You don't have any problem. Or you can type in the chat box. Okay. Now let me show you the next step. Here we have got some manual mapping. Don't change this. Let me add this add field. Let me add this add field option. Add field. Name. Some topic. Let me take some topic. Some topic value. Okay, let me say. I want to know about. I want to generate about different uh, cyber security awareness or cyber security. I want to know about different cyber security threats. Let me say. This is a topic. This is a topic I want. Right. This is a topic I want. Now, yeah, if needed, you can just execute the step and see. Node executed successfully. Yeah, this is the on the right side. You can see a JSON file here in the output. You can see your manual workflow so far is you have created a trigger and you have edited the field. Okay, in the automation systems, we first define the data that will flow through the workflow. Here we have created a variable called as topic. You can see I have created a variable called as topic here. Right, and what topic I need a prompt? Cyber security threats. Cyber security threats. Consider this is the topic, or you can give any topic of your interest. Solar system. Give solar system or periodic table. Give some information. Okay, that you want to know. Just give the topic name here. Give the topic name. Okay. Yeah. Let me close it. Now the next step here. Try to look into basic LLM chain. Add this basic LLM chain. I'm using, yeah, this is the heart of the complete workflow that you are seeing here. The agent I'm creating, for the agent I'm creating, this is a heart. This is a heart. Okay. Now see clearly what I have given here again. I have clicked here and have searched for basic LLM chain. I'm using one of the LLM chains here. Right? Basic LLM chain. Basic LLM chain. You can just click it. Okay, now let me configure it. Here's the main thing you have to know. What should be inside this? See here. Let me define below. Define below. When you click it, define below. Click define below. And here it is expecting some prompt. Some prompt. There is a prompt. Let me say I want to give. I have created a prompt. Explain JSON topic. What is the topic I have given? You can see here. What is the topic? Cyber security threats is the topic. In simple terms, I want to get an answer from a GPT model to explain about this particular cyber security threats in simple terms. In simple terms, and provide the output as a plain text without markdown symbols, because when you generate a text, some markdown symbols like slash and different type of new lines, new tabs, all this will occur. I don't want to see such a symbols and all. Let it be very simple. That is why I want a very plain text, very small text also. Use short paragraph. This is nothing but the prompt. There is nothing but the prompt. I think so a while back when I have shown you an example in the collab about this prompt engineering prompt. There also, I think so, you could have seen such prompt that I have entered. Right. The same thing I'm entering. I'm entering some prompt. Whatever the topic you have given out there, you can see the topic here, cybersecurity threats. Okay. Now, okay, let me, if needed, yes, you can execute it and you can see it. If needed, you can execute it and see it. See here. Model subnode. Yeah, you're getting connection must be enabled. Model subnode must be connected and enabled. Yes. Now we need a model here. See here, model. Which model I have to use to generate a prompt? Which model you have used? See here, there may be many models like OpenAI chat model. This is for the chat GPT users. If you're using chat GPT, yes, you can use this. Now let us try to use Open Chat GPT. OpenAI account. If you have, you can give it. Or you can connect with some NAN open free credits. You can connect it. Okay, I mean which GPT I'm using GPT-5 mini. That is fine, no problem. I'm using GPT mini. Great. Yeah, no other settings are needed. N8 free. Okay, let me use N8 free open credits in this model. Now try to execute the workflow. Your workflow is running. If it is success, it will show node executed successfully. If it has any error, sometimes it will show error. If you don't have enough credits, it will show error. Yeah, great, great. Workflow executed successfully. Now you can just open this LLM and you can see the result output. You can see here. Can you see cyber security threats? These are ways bad actors try to steal, destroy, or lock up digital information. Digital information. They can target the individuals, businesses, and devices. Okay, a text we have got about the prompt. Explain in simple terms about cyber security threats. Yes, I have got some paragraphs as a result of your answer. Right, now you have created one agent. Great. Do you want to create one more agent? Let me say I will delete this agent. If you want to create a similar agent, you can again, let me say I'm deleting this model. Let me create a new agent. You can create any agent if I have the credit or API. Google Gemini chat model. Yes, let me try to see here. Google, yeah, here also you have to use this credit. From where you are getting this credit? Again, from this API keys, Google Studio API keys only. I have to give the key here. That key I have already entered. It will act as a credit. And you can see here different models, which you can take any one of the model for generation of the data as a model. Here I am taking Gemini Flash. Now you can execute the workflow again. If you have enough credits and if your API is properly linked, workflow executed successfully. You can see the output. You can see the output. So here, double click there. Cybersecurity threats are dangers that can harm your computers, phones, or online information. They try to steal your data, damage the device, or stop you from learning services. Professors, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Let me know. You can create any such things. You can create any such things using this agents. Okay, you can just let me try to go for some. Let me delete this trigger. Let me see for some any automated triggers are available. Uh, Let me search for some triggers. See here, you have trigger for I have manual trigger. I have taken. You have Tani trigger. I have Vati trigger. Yeah, even for the emails, you have got a trigger. See how many are there. Yeah, hundreds of applications are there. Hundreds of applications are there. Hundreds of. Beautiful. Open form trigger. Even you have Zoho sign trigger. Let me check with any automatic trigger. You can see. Can you find any automatic trigger? Just check it out and let me know if anybody are using. Uh, any automatic trigger user? Can you see? Trigger. Just search for trigger. Okay, schedule trigger. Let me see. Let me see a normal trigger. Normal trigger. So some schedule trigger. Great. Yeah, this one I can use. Let me delete it. Now see here what I'm doing. I'm deleting it. Hmm, I'm making use of schedule trigger. Let me say I want to generate the information on some time, regular time. For example, days. Every day. Yeah, one day, every day at 9 a.m. or let me say or 6 p.m. No, or 7:15 p.m. or 7:15 p.m. Okay, this particular application should be executed, not executed successfully. See here, timestamp executed successfully. Now the time is 7:13. 7:13. See here, execute workflow. Now let me execute this workflow. Now again you can see the result. This is a schedule trigger. You can see, sorry, you can see it is executed perfectly. Sorry, execute the workflow. Okay. Now the schedule. So what is the time I have given? Sorry, it is 7 p.m. Yeah, 7 p.m. I have given. Now, do you see any output here? Do you see any output in the LLM chain? Do you see any output? Do you see any output? Do you see any output here? In the output, I have executed the prompt. Still, I don't see any output here. What is the reason, please? What is the reason? This is the reason, please. At 7:15, I have given the time to execute the workflow. Right. You can see the time here. At 7:15, execute the workflow. There's a regular trigger. That, sorry, one day in the sense, the next after one day, you will see tomorrow. Okay, you can schedule your output like this also. When you want to schedule, what is the work time I have given? If I have given 0, that is fine. So here, one day, that is tomorrow at 7 p.m. It will work. Let me say exactly some 8 p.m. or 7:15 p.m. Okay, trigger hour by hour. At trigger 7 hour 15 minutes after one day, this particular thing will be executed automatically. Okay, this is what in schedule triggers. Schedule trigger. This is the schedule trigger. Okay, that is why if you don't want to schedule, you can just manually use this manual trigger. Okay, this schedule trigger will work on behalf of you. If you are absent or if you are absent also, okay, it will work for you directly. In your absence, it will work for you, right? This is a general trigger. This is a general trigger, manual trigger. That was an automation time-based schedule trigger. Okay, this is a manual trigger. Now you can see the output. You can see this out. Right, like this, I have created one of the workflow for you. Interesting one. You can see here. I think so. It's LinkedIn post. I don't know how many will be interested in this. Okay, I think so. As we are professors, many will be creating the MCQs for the quizzes, right? There is one such model I have created. Upload a model, upload a form. Let me say, let me show you in simple. See here, execute the workflow. It will ask, it will take a form uh, as an input, a PDF or a text file, or PDF or a text file. Okay, suppose let me say some cyber security, some Word file. Can I take this one? Yes, some 2.8 MB. Okay, let me take this one. Module 4. How many MCQs you want to generate? Some 5. I want to generate as some list. If it is uploaded, it will show, yeah. Form is submitted. Your response has been recorded. Now, in background, you can see what is happening. This is a PDF. Do you see the flow here? From the switch, it went to PDF now. Now the AI agent contacted the Gemini chat GP, that is Gemini chat model. And here, if you see here, in the Gemini chat model, for whom I have to send a message, I have already configured to which Gmail account I have to send a message. Vivekananda gn@gmail.com. Now see here, I have to get a message here. I have to get a message here. This is my email ID, Vivekananda gn. Let me refresh it. Yes, great. Do you see what happened here? At 0 minutes ago, the agent triggered and 5 MCQs are generated from the document that I have uploaded. Isn't it making your task easier? Okay, please don't generate the questions and all. Okay, sometimes it may give some hallucinated content also. Okay, ensure that you give the prompt correctly such that it will help you. Okay, give the prompt correctly. Now see here, this is my prompt. Number of questions that I am selecting, the MCQs from the uploaded file. There is the uploaded file. Okay, and you have to configure the send address, the to address, and everything clearly. Yes, it worked. Great. I have received. I MCQ list of MCQs, 5 MCQs that I have chosen. Similarly, I have created a LinkedIn post generator. Okay, I will show you here in the presentation anyhow. Yes. Any queries from the professors? Yes, sir. Please, you can ask me if you have any queries, and I'm happy to answer. But yeah, yeah. Let me come back to the part again. Yes, this is all regarding the world of agents that you have seen till now. Right, and building an inventory management agent. You can see I have built such agents. You can give tasks for your students also. It's a very beautiful thing. Bots, you can create the bots in the chat bots in the Telegram like messengers. But if you see this particular application, what I built, this agent monitors the inventory levels, like receiving an event trigger, checking event inventory levels, detecting out of stock products, and sending the notifications. Here, the agent integrates different databases, messaging platforms, email services, you can see. Okay, such agents are very commonly used in supply chain systems nowadays and data warehouse management, e-commerce operations to process very quickly. And you can see different applications. These are not limited to one or two. Like you can see sentiment analysis. I have performed sentiment product reviews so that are submitted through an online submission form. Like so you getting the feedback from the users. The agent analyzes the sentiment. The systems categorizes the responses, whether it is a positive response or a neutral response or some negative response. And results are then forwarded to the different business teams for the analysis. Okay, this allows the companies to quickly identify the customer satisfaction, product issues, if any, improvement opportunities. And now, I think so. Yeah, just now I have shown you a MCQ generator, which generates multiple choice questions from uploaded documents. You can upload a text file or a PDF. It will extract the content from the document, uses the AI agent, to generate the questions and send the generated MCQs to the instructor also. Right. This helps educators to create the quizzes, exam question banks, uh, practice tests. You can, based on the different Bloom's taxonomy, you can create a variety of hot questions and scenarios. Right. Similarly, let me show you, it's a combination of text and image generation, the final one. The LinkedIn post generator, which triggers the workflow manually or on the schedule using this schedule trigger, we can see. It generates a LinkedIn post using some LLM and also send the content for the approval. If you approve the post only, it will post in the LinkedIn account. Also, it will generate an image for the post randomly. AI image. Even I have generated an AI image here. Right. And it will also publish the final output on your acceptance. But the such agents, these are widely used for social media automation, marketing campaigns, creations. Right. These proof of concepts demonstrates the power of agentic AI in automating the complex workflows. I hope so. Right. Yeah. By this, yes, I'm concluding the today's session on agentic AI. I hope so. The professors, the faculty colleagues, many even research scholars, the students, they have looked into different fundamentals of agentic AI in this session. Yes, these are the few references I have gone through to prepare this large language models, RACs, prompt engineering, agent architectures, multi-agent systems, and a few real-world applications. And agentic AI, which represents a major shift from the static AI models to autonomous intelligence systems. And yes, thank you all again. I know tomorrow is Saturday. Many could have planned for into the home in the weekend. Sorry for that day. Okay, I would be very happy to take the questions now. Yes, thank you. Thanks a lot for
Thank you,
patiently
sir.
listening to this session. Sir,
Yes, sir.
yes,
In
sir.
the in the collab, you have shown Gemini 2.5 Lite model, right?
Yes,
At
sir.
execution initially, that can be useful for Indian languages also, sir. That is the doubt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can.
Okay, yes.
So not only Gemini 2.0, actually you can search. You can search in the collab only what are the existing models available. You can
Okay,
use
sir.
the efficient model what is needed for your work. Okay, I have shown you the just light version, latest version. There are other
Okay.
versions like let me say you have got the premium access, then you can use the pro version also, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That depends actually based on your work.
Okay, sir. My doubt is
If you have
whether
the
that light model supports Indian languages or not. That is the
yes,
thing.
yes, it will support, sir.
Yes.
It will support.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Dear participants, if you have any doubts, please post in the chat box or you can raise your hand so that I can give mic access to you.
Also, let me know how was this automation process before you proceed further. Dear participants, you can write. You can write the same or you can speak out regarding the same.
For me, this is the first time experience, sir. I'm
Yeah,
observing
okay,
how to
sir.
connect all the models to get to send an email that to automized way by using AI
Yes, sir.
agents.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
Yes,
Nice, nice. It's a very good thing, sir. We can explore different things actually. Even very complex tasks can be made very simple using these agents.
yes, sir. So
Sir, Vivek
what
sir,
about
good
the
evening.
quality of the
Chokkanathan sir.
prompts, sir?
Sir, Vivek
Sir,
sir, Chokkanathan. Good evening, sir.
sir, very good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Sir,
much.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Really wonderful session, sir. Wonderful session. Starting from AI, ML, LLM, RAG, agent.
Yes, sir. That
Excellent,
is how
sir.
the
Thank you
workflow
so much.
is. Yes,
Yeah, wonderful.
thank you,
To
sir.
construct the agent, the watching, who are watching faculty member, research scholar, student, I think they will have the capability of creating an agent in their own.
Sir,
Definitely. It's a
even
wonderful session,
even
sir.
you don't believe, sir. I
Yes.
should not show that actually. You can create a research paper using an agent. Full research paper.
Complete.
Okay. Complete research paper we can create, but
Oh,
because nowadays Turnitin is involved, okay, it
yes,
will
yes.
predict that AI plagiarism and
Who
AI,
created? Ah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it
Oh,
will
yeah.
create.
Ah, yeah.
It will create.
Again, AI tools are there to
Yes,
identify
yes.
these things. Who
Yes,
created?
sir.
Great, sir. Great, sir. Very wonderful
Yes, sir.
session, sir. Really, very useful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I think so. I have got a query here.
Yes, sir. New question, two questions are there, sir, from participants.
Yes, how AI agents are different from Gen AI agents? Great question, sir. Gen AI refers to AI that create new content based on the patterns that is learned from the trained data. If you see ChatGPT, Dolly, Midjourney, GitHub Copilot, okay, these are a few Gen AI things. And looking into the AI agents, it is a system that can perceive, reason, plan, and act autonomously to achieve some goal. Or let me suppose it has some goals, it has some plans. It is like your PA, personal assistant. Agentic AI, it is like your personal assistant. Okay, that can plan your goals. It can plan the steps. It can use the different tools, APIs. Okay, it can take different actions automatically on your behalf. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, agents. Sir, I think so. N8 is the crew AI is there. Okay, I think so. I have shown you in one of the slides also. But you can start with this N8 answer. You have a thing called as make is there, but you can directly start with this N8. There is a very good platform in which you can integrate different models of Hugging Face also. Hugging Face apps, you can integrate it to generate new image models. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, Abhirami ma'am, I think so I have answered your query. Right. Apart from N8M, there are many like N8 Make is there, Crew AI is there. They can use such as a beginner. Yes, ma'am. Any other queries? Please let me know. Dear participants, dear faculty. Hello, sir.
Sir?
I hope so. I
So,
have
Vamsi sir,
answered
if no
almost.
queries,
Yes, sir,
yeah.
we can wind up, sir, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Because we are recording the session, we can give the recorded videos also to all the
Yes.
participants for practice.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yeah, yes.
Vamsi sir, if no queries, we'll close the session, sir.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
With immense good evening to all. With immense gratitude, I would like to thank our esteemed speaker, Dr. Vivekanandan sir, for delivering such a wonderful and insightful session. Especially LLMs, prompt engineering, instruction prompts, role-based prompts, prompt structure, single agent versus multi-agent systems, live demo of N8 and personal AI agent, basic LLM chain. I would also like to thank the management of MITS and the Department of CSEAI for their continuous support and the guidance in organizing this kind of events. My sincere appreciation goes to all the participants for your participation. So, dear participants, kindly requested to complete the feedback form that we are sharing soon in the chat box. Thank you all for being part of today's session. Thank you very much, Vivekanandan sir, for your time and the efforts you have.
Yeah,
Sir, thank you.
Vamsi, sir.
Thank you so
Sir,
much
thank you,
for
sir.
joining
Chapananam,
us.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you all the faculty, coordinators, and conveners for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
good day. Thank you, sir. Bye,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Good night, sir. Yes.
Bye, sir.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Jai Hind.